when you asking for a threesome, does that mean you're not interested in your woman? He goes on to say it's a fantasy. Men that's watching, how many of y'all would say it's just a fantasy of y'all to have a threesome? This woman likes women. She's into women. So in order for her to be with a woman, he has to join in. He has to join in or get a hall pass. He said they just kind of talk about threesomes and then she'll say she wants to have one. If you have a woman that's into that, then it shouldn't be an issue, right? And I also asked, is there ever an issue with jealousy? If the woman is going to agree to it, it's better that she chooses who the woman is going to be. And why can't you try different ways to spice it up without adding another woman? It's always y'all turn. My opinion on that is, a man won't marry a side chick, but he'll destroy his whole family for one. I said what I said. I think everybody has been a side piece at least once in their life, maybe twice. And sometimes, a lot of times, not knowing, in the dark about it until you find out. Now, when you find out and we stick around with these men, then that's a whole different subject because y'all done already got deep into it. You love them. Y'all in love possibly. Side pieces, you know what I'm saying? They bold. They ain't hiding. They want to be seen. They want to be taken on trips. They want to be out in public with you. They want to do all that. She gonna keep on coming around here jumping on this thing. Then I'm gonna keep letting her ride. Posting I'm single screens come fuck me. Yeah, it could be a sneaky way of letting somebody that you was once dealing with or somebody that you liking and like I said, being in your inbox or always coming on your posts. Like it could be a way that you let them know like I'm free now. I wasn't free at first. I was turning you down at first. Come try again. Hit my line again. Inbox me again. You might get a different response out of me. Some people just post that they single because they single. Some people are happy that they finally single. Welcome to Siphappenspodcast, where we embrace life's twists and turns, one sip at a time. I'm your host, T. Marie, and this is episode 21. 21. Can you do something for me? So, y'all, we're going to jump right on into this. I'm trying something different. Just a little bit. But today's episode, as you can see by the title, is going to be about threesomes, side chicks, and does posting you're single means an invitation to say, I'm ready to fuck. So, yeah. So this segment is going to be dedicated to social media is a mess. And y'all know it is. So we're going to jump right on into it. Let me take a sip. And today I'm just sipping on some Minute Maid, y'all, some strawberry lemonade, because the time I'm recording this is early. It's early in the morning. Well, it ain't that early, but it is early. So I wanted to make sure I get a video out for y'all as I promised on the right date. So anyway, I went on Facebook. I got a Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, but I'm mainly on Facebook. So if you hear me say Facebook a lot, that's because that's where I'm at most of the time. So the first thing we're going to get in, I asked some questions on my post on Facebook, and I asked that basically for the men, when you asking for a threesome, does that mean you're not interested in your woman? Like she doesn't turn you on anymore when you start asking for threesomes? So I had a few guys to tune in and give me their opinion. So I'm gonna kind of read off their responses and kind of go off of that, give my opinion. So one of the first ones, one of the men said, and I'm not gonna name them because I don't know, I didn't ask them if I could post their names and stuff. So one guy said that no, because if she didn't satisfy him, then he wouldn't be with her. Y'all. So I was like, So if you wanted a threesome, what would the reason be if you asking for a threesome? If it's not that she don't satisfy you, then what? How many of y'all think it's a fantasy? How men that's watching, how many of y'all would say it's just a fantasy of y'all's to have a threesome? His woman likes women. She's into women. So in order for her to be with the woman, he has to join in. He has to join in or get a hall pass. But he said he doesn't ask for him. And if it happens, then it happens. He said he's good either way because he loves his woman. He said also, besides, women don't do threesomes unless it's coming from the woman setting it up. If the man try to set it up, they think he lying or it's gonna be drama. And he was just basically saying it's better if the woman picks if a threesome is agreed to, so it won't be any problems. Another guy said, and this guy is married. He's actually married, and his answer to my question was nope. Actually, don't tell her. He said they just kind of talk about threesomes, and then she'll say she wants to have one. And my rebuttal was, oh, okay, that's kind of slick. You just kind of easy, like bring it up. Like, I don't know how they bring it comes about in their conversation, but I could see, saying whether it's a threesome or you want to throw out a hint that you want this certain type of gift for your birthday or anniversary or something, like you're going to kind of talk about it, throw hints out, bring up a conversation about the topic or something that you want, and then the other person chimes in, and so I feel like that's kind of a slick way. And I said, and if you have a woman that's into that, then it shouldn't be an issue, right? I also asked, is there ever an issue with jealousy? And he responds, he says, no, not at all, but I can definitely see the issue if the guy brings it up, because now he seems thirsty. Doesn't mean she doesn't satisfy him though. And he says also, never. She's very confident, meaning he's talking about his wife is very confident, and she's never tried to compete. Plus, she knows it's all about vibing and having fun. So before I go any further to anybody else's response, I'm just going to say that I could kind of see where they are coming from when they say that it's better for the woman to choose to, who the woman is going to be, because they feel like if they choose, it could be some drama, or they will feel like, oh, you must been messing with her, and then it turns into this whole other thing or whatever. So I can see where they're coming from when they saying if the woman is going to agree to it, it's better that she chooses who the woman is going to be. So I can understand that part. And also another guy responds, and he says, just trying to spice things up. Men has needs too. Again, this why men cheat. Brittany over there will be ready to do it, but wife against it. Now, this is somebody that I had on my show, and we kind of talked about it on the show that I had maybe a month and a half ago. You can go check that out. I'll link it down in the comment section or whatever. But yeah, that's what he says. And then I asked him, why can't you try different ways to spice it up without adding another woman? And he says, why a man can only be loved right when he's always the pleaser. When will it be his turn? So I said, she should want to please you as well, but it doesn't necessarily have to be with another woman to please you. It's always y'all turn. And he responded, that's why men cheat. And so I was, we were having a conversation going back and forth. I'm gonna try to put this up on the screen probably. And I was like, oh, LOL. Well, I still say there are other ways to please your man besides a dang threesome. And he says that's what the man wants. Why not get a man what he wants? And I asked him, So if I give him what he wants, then what about if your woman wants a threesome, but she wants you, her, and another man? Would you be open to, you know what I'm saying, fulfilling her fantasy? And he said, I'm trying to twist it. He said I was trying to twist it at that point. Okay, so then we have another man that he responded and he said, no, all men really be wanting multiple women, which is in a man's DNA. But if he bringing it up to you, at least he ain't cheating and lying to you about it. My response was, well, he shouldn't cheat regardless if he's in a relationship. But if she declines, then what would you as a man do? Would you help to find other ways that could please you, or would you just cheat to get your needs met? And he says, of course, there are other ways. If your woman will at least try everything you want in that area one-on-one, and you don't have those no, I won't do that attitudes, then we be good. My opinion on that is, I mean, he's saying that it's in a man's DNA to have multiple women. Now we can go to the Bible and all of that and stuff, but we ain't gonna go that deep. I feel like, you know, if you're married, now if you're single, do you? I feel like do you have as many threesomes as you want to. If the other parties are willing and consenting to threesomes, then by all means do you. You're single. You do what you want to do. But as far as being in a marriage, you know, that you set these vows before God and, you know what I'm saying, before the church and everything, I feel like cheat. Now that's when the cheating comes in. Like you married and you want threesomes and your wife don't want to give it to you, so you say you're gonna cheat. I don't feel that at all, because for one, I feel like when going into a marriage, me learning everything that I am at the age of 40 and, you know, seeing a lot of things, drama, situationships and marriages crumble and just be exposed on the internet. If ever I'm with a man and I feel like we're going to get married, that's one of the questions I'm going to have. Will you be ever expecting a threesome? Is a threesome something that you'll ever be seeking or feeling like you will want? Because I need to go ahead and express to him that I am not into that. I'm not. I'm not into threesome. So that's something that is non-negotiable. In my marriage, is non-negotiable. So I feel like certain stuff should you should already know them type of ways dealing with your man or your woman, like by now. Because if you get married, 9 out of 10, you probably already done had sex, and you know what I'm saying. So you know, sexually what your man or woman desires, what she's or he's into. So I feel like that's a conversation that should be had before the marriage. That's pretty big, and you know, that could definitely cause problems in cheating if one person don't agree to it. So and he's like, at least you're not cheating. At least you're not supposed to cheat if you're in a committed relationship. I ain't talking about just with somebody, y'all sleeping around and stuff like that. That don't count to me. Not unless y'all agree, y'all two gonna be the only two, you know what I'm saying, y'all just in y'all relationship and or y'all situationship, and y'all agreeing to only deal with each other in a sexual manner. So if you're married, it's a totally different situation. Or if you are in a relationship and you're in a committed relationship, then of course you shouldn't cheat. Like, what? It don't make sense to me. If you're committing to somebody, whether in a committed relationship or marriage, it shouldn't be no at least you cheat, like you doing them a favor. You ain't doing me no favors by not cheating. You're not supposed to. You shouldn't want to. You shouldn't have a desire to, or I feel like don't get married. That's why one of the reasons, one of the questions, one of the discussions of many before marriage or getting in a committed relationship or serious relationship is a question like this. Are you into threesomes? Do you feel like you have the need to want to invite another man or another woman into our relationship? Like stuff like that needs to be talked about, and it can kind of give the other person the, you know what I'm saying, the choice whether or not they want to deal with, or be in a relationship with the person that, likes to be with multiple people. And, I feel like everybody should have a choice whether they want to deal with that, do that, condone in it or whatever. Everybody should have a choice. So, I didn't agree with that part about Lisa ain't cheating and lying about it. You shouldn't, especially if you're in a relationship. You shouldn't be doing it anyway. Oh, there was another guy said, no, men have fantasies too. And I said, okay, true, I understand that. So if she doesn't want that, would you not do it or would you still cheat? And he said, ain't no way around nature and desire. So if she not willing to fulfill, then yeah, I'm a cheat. So basically this man right here is saying it's either you in or you out. Ain't no in between, ain't no negotiating. If there's something that he wants and you don't, then he gonna cheat. He gonna cheat. So that's why I feel like, what I'm saying, once you get to know a person, and especially when y'all start having sex, I feel like whatever your desires are, or, fantasies as they're saying, I feel like that's something that should be talked about. And or the other person should ask those type of questions. Like, what are you into? Because, you know what I'm saying? It's more than just sex, just laying down and sex. It's like different levels to sex, as I've been finding out a lot lately through social media, but that's for another topic. But my opinions on threesomes, having threesomes, to each his own. I'm not into that type of those type of sexual activities. I feel like I know that I am enough, but it's going to be up to your partner whether he feels like you are enough or he wants to be with multiple women. And they're saying that it's not that their woman that they're with don't satisfy them. It's just that they like being with multiple women, and a threesome is some of their fantasies, and just something they want to try, whether it be just a one-time thing, I don't know, or whenever they feel like it, whenever the topic or subject comes up and they want to. And some of them are saying that some of the women that they dealing with right now, they're into women already, so it's not hard, but they just feel like let the woman choose so it can be less drama, so they won't think that the man has been already screwing around with the woman, just to I guess to keep down some problems and confusion is what I'm getting from what they're saying. So, but yeah, my opinion on it, I'm not into threesomes. I am selfish when it comes to that area. I feel like, not to put my bedroom business out there, but some things you're willing to do and some things you're not. Like, it's other ways to keep it spicy in the bedroom without bringing another woman into the bedroom. You just gotta know how to spice it up in a relationship. Like, I've never had an issue, I've never had a man come to me and ask for a threesome. That's never happened. But men do cheat. And I've heard some men say, like, why not do a threesome? Because your man probably already messing with another woman anyway, so why not come together and do a threesome? No, it's not the same thing. First of all, when you doing it, that means everybody has to consent to it. And if you going behind your woman's back and messing with another woman, you're cheating. You're cheating. So it's not the same thing. It's just because your man is sleeping around, cheating on you, messing with another woman, that don't mean that you should automatically give in and want to have a threesome just because he dealing with the woman anyway. No, I don't agree with that at all. So that's my opinion on that. I feel like that's something I will never be into. And yeah. So let me take a sip to that so we can move on to the next topic. The next topic we're going to talk about is side chicks. I saw this post on social media. It says, a man won't marry a side chick, but he'll destroy his whole family for one. I said what I said. I can agree. A man, I agree with this wholeheartedly. A man, I ain't gonna say I agree with 100% because I've heard of situations where men have had side chicks, side women, or whatever, or a side woman, and ended up, you know, not being with the wife no more, and then messing with the side chick and marrying the side chick. Like they either got a divorce because the woman found out about the other person, and then, I guess at this point she found out and it was all in the opening, so he no longer with his wife. And sometimes I feel like these men in relationships and marriages, like they really love the side chick more than they do the person that they in a true relationship with, supposed to be in a relationship with, because you risking it all for this person that you dealing with, and you don't know that that person might have a boyfriend, a man, and in a situation where she's just hurt for the moment, or she could have found out her man was cheating on her, so she just wanted a little get back, or it's just a thrill to her. And so a man risking his marriage dealing with a side chick, I can definitely agree, because once your wife finds out, all hell can break loose. She could possibly leave you, divorce you. Then you got to go through all that, like dealing with who gonna get half of this, what I'm taking from his marriage, the cars, the house, the businesses, the children, if they, what I'm saying, all that stuff. So a man definitely, I feel like, risked his whole family for a side chick, a side woman. And that's unfortunate, and I feel like we've all been a side woman and, side men too. But right now, the post is about the men. But, I'm just saying it go both ways. You got men out there, side men, like, and you got women that's on the side too. So, and in some circumstances, we don't know that we are the side. We don't know that we the side piece all the time. At least not at first. And I've been in situations where, well, I've had a situation, maybe two, and then some I don't know about. But there's life or whatever. But you dealing with a person, you thinking you the only one, you thinking y'all in this relationship and it's just you and him, and then you find out that he was cheating, or he got caught cheating, or sometimes the other woman might call you and confront you like she the main woman, not knowing you the main. So both of y'all thinking y'all both, got their title, and the other is the side piece. And so, sometimes I feel like it is situations where I think everybody has been a side piece at least once in their life, maybe twice. And sometimes, a lot of times, not knowing, in the dark about it, and until you find out. And when you find out and we stick around with these men, then that's a whole different subject, because sometimes when you are in a relationship, in my opinion, and you think that the man is just you and him, inside of y'all situation, y'all relationship, and then you find out that they're cheating, y'all already got deep into it, you love them, y'all in love possibly, Y'all might got a children together, and then you find out that he been sleeping around with somebody else. Because these days the side pieces, you know what I'm saying, they bold. They ain't hiding. They want to be seen. They want to be taken on trips. They want to be out in public with you. They want to do all that. You know, they feel they really honoring. Like they ain't playing no games, baby. Ain't no shame in a lot of these women game, because sometimes they feel like that they don't owe that woman no loyalty. That man, you know, he's in the marriage, not them. And, you know, so he should honor his vows and, you know, do right and not cheat and, you know, stay faithful in his marriage or in his relationship. So some women, you know, they glorify it. They don't mind because they feel like, I'm not the one married, he is. I'm not the one in a relationship, he is. So he needs to make that decision to be faithful inside of his relationship. If not, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, so yeah, I feel like we all been a side piece, a side chick, a side woman, at least once in our life. And for me, I have definitely been with somebody and found out that they were cheating and had somebody else, dealing with somebody else, messing around with somebody else. And you know, at first you probably mad, you gonna leave them, y'all relationship is done, that's what you telling them, and then you end up going back. But you know damn well deep down that you take this man back, that he ain't done dealing with that woman. I don't care how much he tell you, how many times he tell you, how much hugs, kisses, and love, and I love yous, and I'm sorry he give you. That man is still messing with that other woman. Trust and believe, and she ain't going nowhere. Most times, side women, or side pieces, man or woman, hey, they like, well, if she gonna keep on messing with me, she gonna keep on coming around here jumping on this thing, then I'm gonna keep letting her ride. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to that person that's inside of their relationship or marriage to stay faithful. And that's the 100% truth, because in actuality, you are the one that took them vows or made that promise that, you know, to stay committed to your relationship or whatever. So at the end of the day, yes, the man is making that choice to destroy his marriage. You can easily walk past a woman. You know, men are going to be men. I'm not saying, you know, men ain't going to look. I mean, it don't hurt to take a little look or whatever, but just don't go any further. Like, you have that choice to, you know what I'm saying, not approach a woman. You got that choice not to ask for her number. You got that choice not to compliment her in ways that you know you should not be doing, because, you know what I'm saying, you got somebody, you in a relationship, you taking. And so, yeah, I feel like married men in relationships, they definitely risk or will destroy his family for a side chick. Because ultimately, like I said, sometimes these men, they be loving their side piece more than they do the one that they in a relationship with. They just probably been in it so long, I feel like, that, you know, they've acquired, they built a lot together, probably as far as building, you know, probably could have businesses, homes, cars, you know, just history, children, all those things. And sometimes it's just not that easy to get out of something, but sometimes you may be out of love and just don't know how to tell your spouse, and you end up, one night y'all had this fight, and you might leave the house and go to a bar, go to a club, and then boom, you already falling out of love with the woman or don't love her. I had to pause it right quick, because let me just say this. Sometimes too, a man has that side piece because she might be willing to do things sexually. She might be more spontaneous. It might just be certain things that that woman does that the wife won't do. And of course, if the wife don't, you know, agree to do it, or get lazy or don't show interest or stop doing the things she doing, and then this other woman come along and rock your world and doing all the things that that you miss out on or used to, you miss that feeling and you got it again. Then that too sometimes is why the man or woman can have a side piece. And you go to this club and you meet this woman that's promiscuous and probably, wanting to came to the club to plan on leaving with somebody that night, and boom, there you are. Boom, you end up leaving the club with the woman, and that's how sometimes it gets started. Or you could be out wherever and you meet somebody, and I feel like although men, you have a lot of faithful men, and women, but I feel like once a man approaches a woman, a married man approaches a woman, or a man that is in a committed relationship, engaged or whatever, if it's committed and they're supposed to be just the two of them, then when that man starts to go out in the streets and approach women in ways like, "Ooh, baby, let me get your number. Can I take you out?" and shit like that, I feel like you must not be into your woman, as like you should or used to be or something. Like your feelings aren't the same for your woman. Like you don't honor her. You don't. Sometimes I feel like the flesh sometimes can take over, and we all human and stuff happens from time to time, but their flesh can be a motherfucker. And then when you you dip into something new, and when you dip into that something new and it's something that you like, I feel like it's gonna be hard for you to just have a one night stand, whether you in a marriage or a relationship. It's gonna be hard to have that one night stand because, like, damn, you was already not really into your person no more, and you done met this other person, and of course it's gonna be new. Of course it's gonna feel, it's puppy love. It's like new, a breath of fresh air with a new person. So it's always going to feel like, oh my God, I haven't felt like this in so long. Like, oh my God, I'm so in love with it. Oh, I like this person so much. Or at some point, I'm so in love with this person. I didn't think it'd go this far. It didn't went that far. So you can't necessarily, if you gonna go outside of your marriage or your relationship, and then you meet this person, of course, it's something new. Especially if you've been in a relationship for years, and then you meet a new person. Of course, it's gonna feel like breath of fresh air. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have the butterflies and all that stuff, and it's going to feel like fun and just like you just found yourself all over again. You feel young again or whatever the case may be. It's going to feel like that. But what about when it wore off and you come down from this love high that you having with somebody else? So, that's my take on it. I feel like, yes, side chicks and married men or men in relationships, they are willing to destroy their whole family. You might not look at it like that in that moment. Of course, when you in that moment, you in the heat of passion, or you horny, shit. You mad at your woman, you mad at your man, and y'all been into it lately, and things ain't been going right, and you just feel like y'all on the verge of breaking up, and then you go out here and meet somebody in public in the streets and y'all get it on. Of course you gonna take more to that person, more so than the person that you're into, because y'all mad at each other right now. So it's gonna always feel brand new, and you always gonna have the butterflies and shit when you first meeting somebody, especially if y'all vibe. Now I ain't gonna say everybody you meet is gonna be that way, but for the most part, y'all gonna vibe. Or when y'all vibing, you know what I'm saying, them feelings gonna start, the more time y'all spend with each other, the more time y'all sneak with each other, feelings gonna come. Feelings are going to happen. It's natural. It's in our nature. So, that's my take on the situation. I feel like also a married man will marry his side chick. Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. And I guarantee it's probably I don't know nobody personally that has done it, but I guarantee it's some people, it's some situations out here in this world where married men ended up leaving his wife for his side chick. And they ended up married with kids, live a happily ever after life. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Sometimes they marry the side chick. Sometimes the side chick is just, you know what I'm saying, when he need to let his frustration off, or when he need to be around a different woman or something. So I can feel it from both sides. It's 50-50. I'm 50-50. I 50-50 agree. So, and last but not least, what y'all think about when a man or a woman posts "I'm single" on social media? What do y'all think? They say posting "I'm single" screams "come fuck me." Do y'all agree with that? Okay, so boom. Let me tell you my take on it. I've never really done that on social media because not being in a relationship and then get mad and then go on social media and say I'm single type thing. But, you know, like if it's certain posts that I see talking about being single or stuff like that, I share stuff like that. But like inside of a relationship, y'all probably break up, get mad or something. You say I'm single. I could see how maybe not saying exactly, you know what I'm saying, come fuck me because you posting you single. But it can be that could be the signal for you to open up, you telling your ex, or you know what I'm saying, somebody you had your eye on, somebody that's been in your inbox. Like that could be your signal. You probably slick telling them like, hey, I'm single, I'm free now. What's up? What's up? Let's link. And so yeah, I could see. I could see. Yeah, it could be a sneaky way of letting somebody that you was once dealing with, or somebody that you liking, and like I said, being in your inbox or always coming on your posts. Like it could be a way that you let them know, like, I'm free now. I wasn't free at first. I was turning you down at first. Come try again. Hit my line again. Inbox me again. You might get a different response out of me. So sometimes people also post they single because they just doing it to get under their partner's skin. Like they just doing it to make them mad or jealous or whatever. So it don't always mean that they want somebody to come fuck them. It don't always mean that they looking for somebody to come fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm also 50-50 on that too. Cause I mean, I don't know. And then some people just post that they single because they single. Some people are happy that they finally single. Some people probably been going through hell and high waters in their relationship. And then they finally get single. Maybe they just really excited that they single. So they announcing it. So I feel like when you post that you single, you're either happy that you are finally free, or you posting because you want the people that was in your inbox that was coming on your post, your ex, you want to let them know I'm free now. Let's try me again. Try me again. You're gonna get a different response. And you got some people that post it because they just want to make their partner jealous, mad, and you know what I'm saying? They just want a reaction out of them. So that's my take on it. Like it could go either way. It could be any of the three reasons. So I don't think it always necessarily means I'm ready to screw somebody. But you know, you got some out here that's what they own. And you know, I think if I was to ever be in a relationship and then I get online and post I'm single, then I think I'd be doing it to get a reaction out of my partner. Probably my younger days, you know what I'm saying? If I was to post I'm single, it might be to, you know what I'm saying, get that person that had been in my inbox that I was liking but didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, cheat on my nigga or something. It might be for that reason. It might would have been because I'm, trying to let somebody know what's up. Try again, spin the block. Let's meet up or whatever. So that's my take on those 3 topics. If y'all want to hear me and my opinions on the certain subjects and shit that go on social media, just hit me up. You can leave it in the comments down below. Let me know your opinions and what you feel about those different things that I just talked about. If you agree, let me know why. If you disagree, let me know why. But yeah. So I think I'm gonna do more of these. I'm gonna have certain days that I do the social media rants. That's what I'm gonna call them, social media rants. Yeah, so that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm going to try my best to come to y'all more than once a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try to work something out to where I can be on here more. So yeah, like I said, let me know how you feel about any of those topics. The having threesomes, does it mean that your wife or your girlfriend doesn't satisfy you anymore now that you want a threesome? What do you feel about a married man willing to destroy his whole family for a side chick, but he won't marry her? And last but not least, what do you feel when people post that they single on Facebook? What's the reason why you think they post it on Facebook? For attention, because they actually want to fuck, or because they just want to make their partner, jealous? Let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications bell so you'll know every time I drop a new banger. Okay? So with that being said, live, love, laugh, and take a shot. Peace. Sip happens. Let's talk about it.